time I met this guy, the first time we shook hands, the first meeting, after the meeting, I felt it in my heart I was gonna get that job. And me and him talking about it later, he said, you was my guy from jump. You know, he told me he did a recon on me. He was more than a man than he was a builder. So that stuck with me. It said a lot. And I tell my son, the way you live, you know what I mean, they're a reflection of who you are. Like some people say your home ought to be an outward reflection of who you are. Like your lifestyle, the way you live. Like somebody can walk up and say, man, the Lord did this, you can say, nah, that's not the guy. I didn't. That's a lifestyle you live. It's just not something that's, you know, temporary at the time or famous at the time or, you know, live a certain life and look, it paid off for me. This guy, because I didn't have the years. I had 2 years at the time. So who give a 2-year bill to 8,800 square foot? Yeah. Nobody. But,
in this climate,
not in this climate. And then you got a real lot of popular builders out there that couldn't understand how little old Craftman Builders had this job. But what's the day? Sad and look where we at. Look at the gear, you know? This is what we do. This ain't fixed. This ain't fixed.
And do you feel like this big lesson is going to change the trajectory of the type of business?
Oh, it's going to change, man.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. He's certified.
So this what I'm doing, boots on the ground, everyday tape measure. That's what the guy, the client told me, said, man, I know you from boots and tape measure. That's the guy I want on my job. And if you invest in this kind of money in the house, you want a guy on the job. You know what I mean? You want a guy that's, you can reach out and hit anytime. So I think it's gonna change the way how custom home building goes. Because if you come sit down and have an interview with me, and then you go interview with a builder, I'm telling you now, it's gonna be a totally different conversation. And I'm getting that type of feedback back. Because I don't have a sales pitch. You could check me out, my work, and see what I do. My work is fine. Yeah, I don't have a sales pitch. To be honest, I'm not vying to get your job. You found me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking your door down because I believe in what I do. And and it's just not the glitter. We are about building the quality of your home. We are about educating ourselves to build quality homes. You know, so that's what we have as a company. And I think once you do something right, oh man, sky's the limit.
And y'all brand is speaking for itself. With the
brand is speaking for itself. You know, people talk bad about everybody, talk bad about Jesus Christ. We ain't worried about that. Yeah, we just focus on what you do, man. The same thing with you, just focus on being the best. Look, we still clean our houses. We on hands, knees, we wiping windows. That's what we do, you know? And people think it's a show. It's not no show. We workers. We come from working, and we taking that same attitude, boom, we put it into our house, and it's showing. That's why we get the phone call. That's why we able to turn on work, because of that, you know? So, but it's a good business, man. It's a good business.
Definitely. And last question, what would you explain success means to you?
Success to me, man, really, is calling in shots, man. Being able to have a word, go places, take your family, seeing your family prosper, seeing everybody, you able to shine a light on everybody you come around. That to me, that's success. Me just being successful with money in my pocket and everybody around me trying to get to my pocket, I don't think that's success. Like I wake up, what I do is not work. I literally wake up and do this every day, 7 days a week. It's not work. You don't get tired. You say, man, you tired. I'm not tired. I'm doing what I love to do. So to me, that's successful. When you can tap into that, I think that's a sign of success.
Like you walk into the purpose.
Yeah, you got it's a purpose. It is easy. No, don't let me dilute it. It's not easy. I mean, it's not easy not doing nothing, right? you have to be intentional not to do something, right?
Yeah.
So it's not easy, but I'll take this route. I mean, barbering. Look, I love that. It's just got to a point where I had to make a decision to move. All my barbers out there, I love my barbers. And I tell a lot of barbers, to be able to be a barber, you have to be able to focus on attention to detail. And if you can focus on attention to detail, razor, people fade them, you could take that same skill level, attention to detail, and graduate it to someone else, and bless another young guy trying to be a boss. Bless him with the skills, teach him the game, and you can elevate and go somewhere.
Yeah. Go to the next chapter in your life.
Go to the next chapter. Like, I think life is too short to do one thing, drive one car, live in one house. Yeah, life too short.
That's really rare because a lot of people, as they get age, just get stagnant or they just get content.
Yeah, it's easy to do, especially that crowd. Your climate calls for that. But if you're around different climate, different guys that's always moving, guys older than me, I'm like, man, how you doing? This dude always young, but their life has a purpose. And it's a certain time of the day I'm gonna do this, it's well planned out. And being in this business, I met a lot of awesome people. And I get into their personal life and I see how they live. Breakfast at a certain time, lunch at a certain time, dinner at a certain time. And that phone, it could ring 1,000 times. But if it's gonna interfere with what I'm doing, I'm not gonna answer. So I finally get myself, it's detailed and structured, but it works for them, not for everybody else. Nobody should be able to just call your phone, hey, Rad, what you doing today? Said, let's go, can we go? You know, that means you're not detailed. You don't have your life back. Yeah. Nobody should ever be able to do that. That's your option to choose to do it. But you just can't call me up. I got something to do. You call me up, we talked about this. I had 2 things to do, right? We made it work. Yeah. But it just ain't gonna be calling me up, oh, boom.
Yeah, drop everything.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. But I'm proud of it, man. I'm glad you're doing your thing. Tell the family hi.
So obviously you see who the house is for. Really just wanted to pick your brain and see why you chose my uncle and his specific brand to really make it a dream.
Yeah, like so I did my research. There's a couple other builders that I could have chose from. Obviously, it's a lot of good home builders in the world, but you know, I kind of wanted somebody that like fit my personal, like, you know, my personal profile. Somebody that came from nothing, like got it out the mud, that's really about doing the work, not just bullshitting, not for show, like not just out just running around saying they building houses just to say they building houses, like not trying to be cool, really in the field doing it. And you know, after I did all my research, really like that's everybody. I'm talking about everybody. Like, hey, Rennard, like he the one. Like, what you mean? Like, so I'm acting like some of the people I'm asking, I'm acting like I heard something bad about him. I'm like, man, nah, they said dude not really like that. Like they said dude, they like, man, I don't know who you heard that from. I'm like, you serious? I'm like, okay. So everything that I was getting back was like that. And then when I sat down with my architects, I sat down with them and we was going through like setting up some meetings. And I'm just like, we literally in the meeting. I'm like, where Rennard at?
Oh, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You can edit it out. We edited it out. But no, all right. Yeah, but so like I was saying, we were sitting in a meeting. I was sitting with my architects, and I'm like, we was going over, you know, just setting up meetings with builders and things like that, because we was at the end of the, you know, we was at the end of the actual design process, like coming up with the plans. So the plans were done. All right, well, we got some meetings. We'll set up some meetings with, you know, such and such. We name and names, but with this builder and this builder. And I'm like, man, where Rennard at? And they're like, what you mean? I'm like, where is he right now? Like, literally right now. And they're like, I don't know. I'm like, call him. I call him like, hey, Rennard, I'm sitting in here with somebody. They want to meet with you. So I don't know if y'all talked about that already.
Yeah, he hit me, and I was like, he was like, man, where you at? And I was like, damn, where you at? I was like, man, I'm heading to Thibodeau. What's up? Man, come by the office. This is an architect tell you to come by the office. You ain't no bullshit. So I'm like, I hit that. I turned around. Big old truck. I don't want to name it, but it's like a Hulk. Somebody up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, I had to do it. And you know, you hear the word smile light up a room. You hear that shit until you really feel it, right? So that nigga, when he saw me, like, oh shit, I can't act like this. I'm trying to be cool. So we dapped up, and I felt it when I dapped it, you know what I'm saying? And we sat through the little meeting, and I'm sitting there, got to walk on eggshell because architect, designer, Alvin, I can sit around. You can sit around shit and lose your job, right? It's not my job yet, but I can sit around. So I was trying to show him where my value was at. At the
He was
same time,
tiptoeing a little bit. He was tiptoeing.
Yeah.
When he walked in, like, I was like, hard this up. So, you know, we pulling up the plans and everything. And so they, like, I'm informal as hell, so I just wanted to meet him because I'm like, man, I done did all this research on dude. I feel like I'm stalking him at this point. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we sitting there talking. And I'm like, man, I just want to see what you think about the plans. Like, I'm not, at this point, I'm not even telling him nothing really. I'm like, I just want to see what you think about the plans. Like, I wanted to hear him talk about it. Because from what I heard, I'm like, okay, he the shit, so he gonna have something to say. Like, he already talking, like, I'm talking about he made like a little, right here, I would do this, oh, this is crazy right here. He like seeing the vision before anything. Like, that's just the paper. Like, he talked, the way he was talking about it, he was like building the house, like in the room right there. I'm like, oh yeah, it's over. I knew that day. I ain't tell him. So
no,
I think
y'all held me out for a couple weeks.
Yeah. That was them though. So he ended up walking out. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. They're like, all right, we'll set up some other. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, we dapped up like street, you know, street. Right? So my partner Oleg hit me up. I don't know, man, my phone blew up. You know Oleg. By now, you know Oleg. He just wanted to know what was up, right? And who was it? What was up? He said, all right, you know, brother, how you feel? What you think? I said, Oleg, I think it's good. That shit I got at the end was solid.
You felt that vibe.
No, that's what it was though. But more than anything, like, shoot, I mean, even we 5 months in on this project, like, really hearing about it and then seeing the work ethic, like, I'm talking about he here. Like, if I call him random, he here. Like, he like, man, I'm at the house. You pulling up? Man, I'll catch you. But he here, like, even if I don't call him, if I pull up random, like one night, he might be here. Oh, what's up, bro? But that's what I heard though. You know what I'm saying? And that's like and that's how I am. Like, that's like my personality. Like, I'm gonna get in and do what I got to do. Like, I ain't want somebody on the job that's like, all right, well, you talk to such and such, and she'll be on the job, she'll be there every day, or he'll be there every day. Like, where are you gonna be at?
Yeah, who the
you about to, where you gonna be at? You just gonna come at the end when we clean it off the counters with Windex and, oh yeah, it was a great process. But it's like, you wasn't fucking here. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, man, I gotta go over Rennard because he got boots in dirt like every day. You know what I'm saying?
And that gotta feel good to be able to collaborate in business with another black man. Really.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm like. That's really what I'm about more than anything. Like, but obviously the work gotta match. The work gotta follow. The work gotta follow, but it helped. And then we just vibe. Like, we be sitting here talking shit hours, like, just talking.
Cool. We about to get a basketball court. Come on in here. We getting a special basketball court. Oh, this is my nephew. You know, too. What's my nickname for my whole time? Fresh. Before that, the basketball thing. I remember Fresh. We got to edit it up. But anyway, basketball. You remember from basketball, y'all see y'all know.
Wow, everybody confused.
I remember.
We put a goal out special for her. This is a basketball player. I don't know if you want to do it. It's my girlfriend, Taylor.
Well, they're going to be missing Tina Charles, Ariel Atkins on the USA team, Leilani Mitchell on Australia. Taya Cooper seems like she's got that switch on.
There you go. Come on in now.
So do you have like a favorite rim like y'all collaborate on design with?
Man, like, you know what's so crazy? Like, just yesterday we came up with something else, like, just in the bathroom. Like, we got the bathroom and then, you know, the sitting room where the toilet at. And we like, man, let's do something player in here, like, and figure something out. Really, the whole house we've been kind of like collaborating on. I ain't gonna lie, he came up with a lot of flavor, like a lot of like food with it. So a lot of times, like, he's like, hey, what you think about? I'm like, bro, dude, I'm like, I trust it. Like, show me what you're doing, but I'm good.
It's crazy to end it together because I don't know who called who, but the master prize. You was here. I was here at the time. He called me. He asked me what I thought of the master prize. I was like, dude, we got some space over there. He was like, shit, that's how I called it. So much space for time. You can't together with two story closets.
Like, just random, like, feel it, like, just the synergy, like, we like, thinking the same.
He was feeling the same shit. I don't feel to be. The plan was we can't leave it like this.
Nah,
we got to do something. We were like, what if I move to here? He was like, nah, man, I want my kids to move here, separate from the house. So we knew that was a lot.
You just can tell you really live it and love it. Because any other builder, let me check.
Bro, I'm talking about he on it. He sending me stuff. Sending me pictures of everything.
12, 1 in the morning. We going back. You know what I'm saying? We going back. Like, he got some inspiration sending me. I send him.
on this, but also like on anything fresh we see, like he might send it and just be like, oh, this is dope right here, or like I might see a house like it don't got nothing to do with my house. I'm like, bro, this shit hard, like this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like just ideas floating around in there. I don't know. We gonna link up and do some other projects and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got into that.
No, we didn't. We talked about it a little bit, right?
A little bit,
So y'all got to think about some projects in the future?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we gonna team up. We really trying to get one parade of homies next June. And we teaming up. We might try to have one ready by next June. So this gonna be the baby right here though. This gonna show the Alvin Kamara experience. Like this is a guy, he broke the mold. Athletes don't build homes.
Yeah.
They buy homes. This guy sought out, wanted a home, built his home. Everybody, oh, you might not be here, you might not be here. Might. Guess what? This is a solid investment. This guy don't play with money. He do the right thing about it. And I didn't come at him to grab. It never was about the money. It was an opportunity.
And that says a lot because he gave you a chance. He was a business at 2 years at that point.
Yeah, I wasn't no big old builder, no big old resume. You know what I'm saying? But that really, it plays a role. It plays a big part.
Shit about people, bro.
It's about people.
That. You can have a name. You can have a name all you want to. I don't fuck with you.
How many times you see that guy? You know, it's like I've been in building all my life. My dad was a contractor. My father was a contractor. Worked for one of the biggest contractors in this area. So I don't saw the good, bad, and ugly. You know what I'm saying? From the hood, eat the meat, spit out the bone. That's what I'm at with. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the real. I keep it 100 with him. And he's on my value on the, if you want to talk a dollar stand first.
Oh yeah, nah, we ain't bring that. He be saving more money than me. Yeah. I'm like, man, cause we got the numbers, but I'm like, shit, all right, let's go. Come on, go ahead, run it. He like, nah, I'm gonna call 2, 3, 4 more people. I'm gonna see what we can do. And show back with crazy numbers. I'm like, man, like, but you got somebody that care about it, like he care about it like he building his house. You know what I'm saying? Like it's his pocket. So I can turn around like. I don't got to be out here, and I would trust that they'll get done. You know what I'm saying? And the right way and for the right numbers. Yeah. But like, I like being involved. I like being out here kicking it. Like I fuck with Rennard. He cool. You know what I'm saying? We chill, talk shit, get the work done. Like, yeah, that's what. So that's the main. Like that's the main reason. I think that's another reason why I wanted to build a house. Like, obviously to live in, but. At the same time, I wanted to kind of break into this space and get into real estate. So I was like, shit, what better way to start than to build my own home?
He's in everything. He's in. I mean, from the first picture in a tractor.
Yeah.
Like he's here.
So I'm just like seeing it like from the whole process. Yeah, every phase. So I could like, I ain't gonna say I could do it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you doing it? But I got a good idea and I see the flow. So I think just starting right here was like my foundation. Like, all right, I'm building my own house. See how it goes, see what's going on. Like, I love it. Like, it's cool. It was crazy to see it come together from paper. You know, you put it on wax and then you see it come together like real sticks and like dirt, sticks, stones, mud, like all that come together. So probably definitely gonna break into some other stuff. Shoot, I'm right behind him. I'm like, bro, whatever you got, come on. Like, what you gonna do?
He came to my first parade of home house. Like, the one thing I like about him, he gonna do his homework. Right? So, like, man, I got a house like that. He's going to check it out. He's like, what is that? Give me the address. Boom, he going to pop up. He saw it, and I think he was so inspired. Shit, I think he got on the phone and going 2 blocks. Mm-hmm. And I'm hearing him talking. I'm like, okay, it might be talk. We drive off. My phone rang again. He was like,
that's what I hit him with.
Man, he was like something about the paperwork, the final. I'm unlocking him. I'm like, damn, this dude's serious. He just literally was inspired seeing a smaller version. He saw where it could go at all 2 lots. Like, bro, hit me up the other day. No, come on, man, what we gonna do with these lots? He's ready to go. You know what I mean? So we gonna take it. We gonna take it for another level. And look, we gonna build we're gonna build nice homes for everybody, but our people, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna give options.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to have this like a estate, right? But you could get these same amenities in a compacted down, smaller space, and everybody gonna win on a smaller scale. Everybody gonna win. You know what I mean? It's about the ideas. Everybody think it's about you gotta be big. You can compact and put the right ideas.
Just being able to reinvest back in the hood and being able to, you know, give them that vision and see, okay, someone's living in there.
Exactly.
It's successful. They have this, I could do this. You know what I
And
mean?
it's not always monetary, you know, something like just the, like you said, the idea, the vision, like giving people that inspiration. Like, man, these dudes doing it. Like I'm sure there's a whole bunch of dudes that know you, that seen you like come up from, you know, you got people here that know you. You know what I'm saying? You got your you got some friends right here that know you.
They know where I come from.
Exactly.
Right?
So it's like knowing that and looking and going through the storyline and like, damn, it could have went so many other ways. Yeah. And like, bro, we all standing right here right now.
That coin could have flipped anyway.
Yeah. And same for me. People that know me, like, man, it could have went a couple of different ways, but we all standing right here at the same time. Like,
I'm telling you, what he's doing, not just for me, for black builders though, because we get a hard rap, and I understand. I see why. You know, a lot of us take it and go the wrong way with it. You have to trust your builder. Trust not only that he's gonna build your house, that he's gonna do it the right way, a quality built home. I can build it up and it's falling and shaking. He called me up and I ain't answering my phone no more. I'm done with you. I'm all finished. That's not how it's done. So I'm gonna put the real blueprint out. This is the right way to do it. Do my nuts. You can take it and run with it. Call me up anytime, like I told you before. This guy here, I give him a nickname. I don't know if you like it. Like Jesus. This dude right here, bro, is light up in the rum. We go stand in front of his neighborhood. It's over with, bro. Yeah, and that experience that he has on people, man, I think he can take that and take it to the whole time. You think he's a good football player? He got coming.
don't worry about that. Football. That's my day plan.
So, quick question off this. Why you like that? I see you mix other people, like, people touch you, like, what makes you want to be touchable like that?
I mean, this is how I am. Like, that's how we came up. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, my best friend from 3rd grade. Like, 19, that's my boy Trey. Like, you can ask him.
Yeah,
Like, that's how we came. That's how we came up. Like, we was never like, we was never too big for like the world.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything was just what it was. Like, it is what it is. This is black, this is white. Like, it was never a point. Like, we never reached the point, or I never reached the point where I felt like I was too big to be a regular person. Like, just a person, not a regular person. I don't like to use the word regular, but just to be a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people get too big for themselves and blow it up. Like, and it just like, you can't live like that. You can't live like that because the character you're creating, you gotta act. You gotta play that character.
And live it up every day.
You gotta live that every day. And if it's not you, when you wake up and look in the mirror, then shit, you're gonna be stuck somewhere in limbo. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think we just stay true to it. I just stay true to it. That's kind of like, I'm still the same. That's it sounds cliche, but I'm still the same person I was that.
What about you? You get all the success, how you stay humble, and stay in the fix, and stay like, boots on the ground.
Bottom is right there.
Tell me.
It's right there. It's slow. Slip and go right to the bottom. I don't know how people get the big head. There's no such thing as a big head. I told you earlier. Success to me is everybody around me successful. Right? I mean, I don't want to have a knot. You ain't got nothing. Sooner or later, your motivation is just not. It's not. Everybody gonna have to be on the same accord, thinking on the same wavelength, and we're gonna be good. What's the big head? I mean, I'm gonna get the big head standing next to him. So that's the circle you want to be in. You ain't gonna get no big head. You know what I'm saying? But you surround yourself around the bunch. Look, this guy, you're a doctor. I don't know. We gotta put him on camera. Come from my hood. We from the bottom, 3 streets. So we live in proof to come out of each other and still team up.
That's what it's about. I mean, I definitely appreciate you all. And that's it. Bro. And as I was saying, okay, so listen, so this is like a surreal moment for me because I used to work at the Saints, and as I was saying, the guy, there's some motivation there, huh?
There's some real estate motivation.
Yo, really living up
Episode
to
41, you heard?
Down the street, yo, so so I was working at the Saints, and this guy sent me home because I had a polo shirt on and not a button-up shirt. It was kind of like when I first started. So bro, like I was kind of heated. I'm like, yo, man, this is not for me. This really is not for me. So I went, got my shirt, came back, and I'm like, I see Alvin Kamara walking in. And he's like, what's up, man? Alvin Kamara is in shorts, flip flops, and a t-shirt.
That's wild.
And I was like, I'm not comparing myself to him because I just saw that moment. I'm like, yo, I gotta make a way. I gotta make a plan. I gotta get out of here, bro. Because I just want the freedom to, you know, be me, express myself, and still get my job done. You know what I'm saying? And still do things, bro.